Hey, what's up? Jason Stapleton here, and thanks for your interest in what it is that I do around here. And I think I'm going to got some stuff for you today that is really going to help you if you want to learn to do some of this stuff on your own. See, a lot of people don't have, 6 figures, 7 figures to hire somebody who's an expert at influence and persuasion and copywriting and all of that. And so, especially when you're first starting out, you need to learn enough of this to be dangerous, to be able to get out there and actually perform a task that would otherwise cost you an exorbitant amount of money to hire out. And so I want to give you 5 books that I think you should read if you are at all interested in increasing your authority and increasing your, your attraction online. Make yourself more magnetic. Right? So the first one is one you all should know about. I hesitated to even bring this one in because everybody knows about this book, but Robert Cialdini's book, Influence, is chocked full of case studies, scientific studies that talk about the way humans work, how our brains work. What happens if we do one thing over another? What happens if we say something a certain way? What if we put on a lab coat and called ourselves a doctor? Could we be more influential? Would people listen to us better than if we were, say, not in a lab coat? All of those little things are in here. The tricky part becomes in something like this, like Cialdini's work, is how do I apply it to my business? Like because this is not written for the business owner, it's really written for people interested in the subject of influence. And so one of the things that I really help you do is translate what's in this knowledge into application in your business. But having a foundation in this information will help you immensely. Second one is a guy I love. This guy, I don't know why this guy is not more famous. His name is Nick Kalinda, and the book is called Methods of Persuasion. And it's really good. So unlike the book Influence, Nick's book really does tell you, here's how you apply some of this influence stuff in business. And he's got a whole bunch of stuff online as well. They did a massive amount of testing on pricing strategies and what happens if we make the price bigger, and what happens if we use a comma or not a comma, what happens if we make it $4.99 versus $4.97, all kinds. What if we made it red instead, or blue or green? All kinds of stuff. And he gives you the results of each one of those, and all that stuff's really free online. So if you're not aware of Nick Kalinda, you should be, and you should be paying attention to everything that he's doing, because there's a massive amount of applicable influence and persuasion stuff that he does all the time that will definitely help you in your business. Little tweaks that can, lift your sales by 2%, 3%, whatever it is. Every little bit helps. Can you imagine if you used 2 or 3 or 4 different changes to your pricing strategy or to your persuasion methods, and each one of them lifted your sales by 1%? Or 0.5%. And now all of a sudden you've got 3-4% growth out of your business, and you didn't do anything. Like, you didn't sell anything new. You didn't have to create a new product. You didn't have to go find a new customer. No. You just changed the way you priced stuff on your website, and you're increasing your revenue by 3-4% a year. Brilliant, right? Now you've overcome the inflation hurdle. Third one is one that I talked about in another video. It's called True Believer by Eric Hoffer, Thoughts on the Nature of Mass Movements. And he talks a lot in this book about cults and how cults get started, and who in their right mind would join a cult, and why do they last the way they do. And again, this book is not written for salespeople. It's not written for entrepreneurs. It's written for people who want to learn about mass movements and are actually interested in the psychology of it. And so one of the things, again, that I try and do when I go through this research is to pull out the pieces of this that are going to be most applicable to you, and how do you apply this in your business. And I don't even know if I can give you another example. I probably shouldn't, just because I didn't prepare it, but I'll tell you what. We'll do another video where I'll cover some of this stuff in his book and show you the application for that in your business. Deal? Just stay on the email list. Okay. Third one of probably the greatest book you could ever own if you market or sell anything. Online, offline, doesn't matter. This is Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz, one of the greatest ad men of all time. And this book was written in 1966. Every word of it is just as applicable today as it was when it was first written. I love this book. I use it as a reference all the time when I am teaching and when I'm building out my own campaigns. So don't go without this one. It's a more expensive book, but you want it, okay? And the last one, Ogilvy on Advertising. David Ogilvy is arguably, probably not even arguably, is the greatest advertising man in human history. If you are not studying David and his advertisements, which you can get virtually all of them online for free, just Google David Ogilvy ads, and every one that he's written will be there. Somebody's photocopied it and put it on the web. If you're not studying that diligently, you hate money. I don't know how else to say it. Like he is what he did, the way he did it, the way he communicates. His ideas were revolutionary. It's stuff that we all use every day now, but he was the guy who figured it out. And I've got several books. This is my favorite one. There's actually a couple of other ones. The unpublished David Ogilvy as well is another one. It's really about letters, internal letters and memos that he wrote to his staff and stuff. So that's good. And then there's also, where's the other one? I had another one, Ogilvy book here. It was Advertising Hitman, Confessions of an Advertising Hitman. There it is, by David Ogilvy. Another great book. Okay? I know I told you 5, but I'm giving you more, so whatever. I'm over-delivering, okay? Last but not least, something that all of you should have. This is one of them. The other one's around here somewhere. I don't know where it is. Words That Sell. This is more Words That Sell. There's actually 2 books like this. The one that you want, that you really need, is Words That Sell by the same author. And what this is, if you want to come on in here, Matt, I'll just show you. So this is just words. So real estate, stately, majestic, dramatic. So if you're looking for a specific word in a specific, I don't know, on a specific topic, I think I have the other one back in my office because I was working with it today. Plain words, senior market, sexy words. So sexy words on 99. Let's go there. Everybody likes sexy words. Okay. So what are some sexy words? Naked, nude, bare, ripe, supple, soft, flowering, swaying, musky, earthy, sleek. See? So anyway, if you are if you're like me and you are the product of a public education and the words don't always come out so good, you don't always write good as you really wish you could, and sometimes you're not as good a speaker as you would like to be, one of the ways that you can improve that instantly is just by going through and looking for what are some creative ways to say hot or new or fantastic. And Words That Sell is a quick and easy. Like I said, I got the original one is in my office because I have been using it this morning to write some sales copy. So anyway, those are the 5, 7, whatever. But basically the 5 you should be reading and you should have in your arsenal, and then a few others that are just really good books. And I really appreciate you guys being here, being on the list. Let me know what you think about this video, and I hope to see you guys around for the next one. I'm sure they'll be out soon. So thanks so much. Talk to you soon.